Hello and welcome to myminimaths.co.uk video tutorials. And today we're going to be reading and writing numbers up to 10 million. And first of all, we're going to look at question 1. And before we write out the number, the first thing we need to do is write out the column titles and the values of each of those place value columns. So starting from this right hand side, we have units, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s and millions. And if we write in the value in the question, we can start to break the number down. And the first thing we need to consider is how we say the number. And the first thing I would always suggest is concentrating on the thousands. Okay, and I always call this the family of thousands, or the thousands family, because once you have an understanding of how many thousands there are in a number, everything else either just comes before it or after that family of thousands. So here we can clearly see that we have 658,000 altogether, and then the rest, 438, just follows it. And now we can look at how we're going to write that number into words. So if we take each of the digits, so first of all we have the 6 here, which is in the 100 thousands. So we can say that this says 600,000. Then we can look at the next digit, which is in the 10,000s column. So we've got 5 10,000s, so that's going to be 50,000. Then we can look at the thousands column here, and we have 8 of those, so that's 8,000. Sorry. Then into the hundreds column, we have 4 of those, so we have 400. Then the tens column, and we have 3 of those, so that's going to be 30. And then finally, in the units column, we have 8 single ones, so 8 units. So we just write that as 8. And like I said before, first thing you need to do is focus on those thousands. So how many thousands do I have? Well, I have 658,000, and then I can follow on with the rest of the number, 438. So finally we can write out the full number as 658,000, and that's our family of thousands part first. And following that we have 438. And it's always worth reading that back to yourself, just so does it read as I would normally say it and you would expect to hear it from your teacher. So 658,438 sounds perfectly fine to me. And next we're on to question 2. And again, the first thing I would start with are our columns. So I've got my units, my tens, my hundreds, my thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s, and finally my millions. And again, the first part to focus on is that family of thousands. So how many thousands do I have in my question? Well, I have 64,000. So I can place my 64,000 there because there's no 100,000s and there's no millions. So there's my 64,000. And then I can look at the remainder of the number, which says 319. So I can place that in here, and you have a final answer of 64,319. And you can try this with any number, as large as you want, and just making sure you focus on that family of thousands and fit everything that comes before it if you're looking at millions, and of course the hundreds, tens and units which come after it, and you'll find it all fits together like a jigsaw. Okay, so try it with lots of different numbers, and certainly have a look at Tuesday to Friday's mini maths to give you some ideas on questions to work from. Thank you very much for listening, and I look forward to speaking to you again soon. Take care.